Hello everyone and welcome back to the Drivers Room Endurance Championship, or Acelith Design Endurance Championship, ADEC for short. This is Season 6, Round 4, Tier 2. Today we are at Interlagos in the Super GT machines, GR2, and let's see how everyone went down today. We have Ronan, Spooky, Mr. Hit the Mac, Coolio, Vulcanator, Kim, Jules, Are You Ready Ben, JC, Rocker, and Jammy D in the back. Let's see how everyone went on in today's race. Alright, we are about ready to get this show started. Let's see how everyone makes it through turn 1 of Interlagos. I think it's the Senna SS. We're off. Let's see if... oh, Spooky has a rapid start, as does Mac. Oh, and they go 3 wide into the SNS. Not very good. Everyone gets through relatively cleanly. No big kerfuffle anywhere, as Spooky has got himself a little gap and a lag switch. Very good start from Mac. Lest we forget, it's remembering. Oh, I don't remember what that stood for again. Yeah. People that know will know. I simply forgot. And that's not what I really should say. Yeah. We have Spooky in first, Ronan in third, followed by Coolio. And they're coming through to finish off lap 1, start on lap 2. Looks like everyone has had a very clean start, very clean getaway from everyone. As we see, Spooky is just running away with it at this time. Just look at his lag switch. I would be very nervous if I was behind that. As we see, Ronan has gotten himself up into third. Is anyone going to be able to stop this monster of a man? Racing soft on the front. Let's go back as we see. Oh, and we have what? What? JC's gone off. Taking a look back with JC, what in the world happened with JC? Did he just run off, or? Oh! And then, what the hell is he? He just let off the gas, the brakes, the wheel, and it was Ben that hit him. And Ben is waiting. JC's there, and what? And JC quit. Let's get back to the race with Ronan in second. We have Mac in third, following Ronan very close. The NSX isn't too very fast on the straight. As we see Coolio in the back there in the 16 Skyline, we have Wilco and we have Jules. And we have Kim. And I know for a fact, well, I'll say this, I did not have pace on this track at all. And it was, I tried to get this to be a redemption story after what happened in Season 1, but no such luck. As we see Jammy closing in on Kim, and Kim is closing in on Jules and Wilco. And Wilco has had a string of bad luck, but it seems that he's got the monster reeled in. And Jammy there just hounding Kim at this moment. Rocker just trying to find the rhythm, as we see Ben just trying to catch up, and it's going to be difficult, but it's a long race, Ben, and just don't give up. At least there's no heavy damage, but yeah, you kind of got screwed. As we see Spooky coming up to start lap 4, is well on his way to in lap 4 already. He has Ronan behind. That looks like a good race for Spooky. As we come back to Ronan, he's gotten himself a little gap down to Mac as he tries to catch up to Spooky. And we follow Coolio, still a little distance behind Mac at the moment. But if he can just keep his head cool, he could end up giving Mac a fight for his money as well. He got 3rd last week, so not a bad position for Mac. Maybe he can get a 3rd this time as well. As we follow Wilco and Jules, and Jammy's gotten ahead of Kim. What in the world has happened? Rocker has got what? Kim is ghosted. Taking a look back with the Norwegian King Kim. What in the world transpired? Let's take a look. It must have happened in this turn. Oh yeah, the Smithy killed me corner strikes. And the bad luck on Interlagos just keeps on ticking away for me. I was kind of shocked. I remember that. As we go back with Ronan, as he tries to catch up with Spooks. And looks like Spooky's got a very good pace on Interlagos. Seems to suit the Squeaky Buttocks team quite well. He's got a good distance down to Ronan. Let's check out the telemetries. 2.1 down to Ronan and 1.5 down to Mac. And we have Spooky with a 124.1 as the fastest lap. Not a bad showing for Spooky. Oh, and the lag switch engaged again. But as we know, Ronan is dangerously fast, and he is probably going to get promoted into Tier 1, so let's see how he does with the big boys again. Lots have changed since he raced in Tier 1 last year. As we follow Coolio, we have Jules, and oh, and Vulcanator goes, oh, seems like Smitty killed Kim Corner, is killing Wilco as we speak too. And he has to slot in behind Rocker, and Jammy has gotten ahead of Rocker too. Whoa! Jammy's on fire today. Go Jammy! And what's happened to Kim? Taking a look back, what happened to Kim? Did he die and the Smitty killed Kim Corn? Oh, he just totally forgot the turn, didn't he? Gets back on track and spins! Oh, no. Oh, the string of bad luck just follows Kim around on this track. After Season 1, it just wasn't the best of days for Kim as he goes off again. No. Oh, Kim is not having the best of days, that's for sure. But as we all know, my motto is never give up, so he's not gonna give up. We have Spooky still in first, doing his absolute best to stay ahead of this man. see Mac into the pits already. That's early. Seven laps as we see Ben and Kim. Kim is chasing down Ben. Nothing Kim can do right now, just to try and salvage the situation in front of him. As we come back with Spooky, and still holding on. He's having a good race. Oh, wow. That lag switch is really terrible. Ronan is gaining, he is catching. It's going to be dangerous for Spooks in a few moments. As we go back to Coolio, which has got a lot of clean air. But Mac is coming in behind as we see Spooky in the pits. Spooky has pitted. When will Ronan pit? His tires doesn't look that bad, to be honest with you. Where does Spooky come out? Right now it says he's in 8th place, but Spooky comes out there. Right in front of Coolio. Shouldn't be an issue for Spooky to pull away on fresh tires. Gotta check something. And Mac is pushing his car as much as he possibly can to try and get past Coolio. Coolio is struggling with grip as he goes very wide in Smithy Kill Kim corner. Oh, and Mac goes wide as well. Ooh. Lost a bit of time there as we see Jules in 5th. Rocker has gotten ahead of Jammy again, and Jammy has got Wilco right behind him. Wilkinator, who jumped into the pits. It was Coolio. About time. Jules is having a good run too. Rocker's new livery is quite stunning. Something different from the Atari livery that he usually does for his seasonal liveries. We see Wilco into the pits. How's it going with Ben and Kim? They're still trying to catch up, not having the best race. As we see Ronan in 1st, and his tires are starting to die off. And Kim has gone into the pits. Did Ben go into the pits too? Yeah. probably follow each other for the majority of the race, I would assume, unless Ben can pull away. And we have Spooky. He's chasing down Ronan. Ronan's been out on those tires for 10 laps, and they are just simply dead. And there's nothing he can do about Spooky. Unless he's going for the longer stint, which could prove successful in the end. It could give him the edge he needs, but right now, he is a sitting duck for Spook. As Spooky goes... Oh, and Ronan defends heavily into turn 1. Spooky going for the cutback. Does have enough grip and enough speed to stick with it though. He goes on the outside. And Ronan going heavily defensive there. Does not want Spooky to get past, but there's nothing Ronan can do with Spooky's fresh tires, and Spooky is back to his first place. Ronan definitely didn't make that easy. But I think Ronan definitely needs to go into the pits and get his tires changed. He's bleeding time up to Spooky at this moment. Just look at the gap between these two right now. There's nothing Ronan can do until he goes in and gets his tires changed. There's no grip left in the tires, as we see Mac pitted just a few laps ago, and his tires are already starting to fall off, and I can't speak again. As we see Coolio. And there Ronan goes. He will probably come out before Mac, I would assume. Very close. It's a very slow pit exit on Interlagos. No. Ronan comes out behind Mac. Mac made a wonderful gamble, but then again, Mac is going for the shorter stints than Ronan. We are catching up with Jules. Stayed out mostly of trouble and is doing well in 5th. Jammy up into 6th again. Also a man that needs to get those tires changed. They won't hold the race, that's for sure. Look at how close Rocker is. He's been into the pits to change his tires. And he just goes on the outside of Jammy and into the grass. No! Pushed a little too hard there, Rocker. But you will catch up. I think Jammy will go in this lap, possibly 50% on his right, I think. About 50, 45, 50. He's really tortured the front right of that GTR. And there he goes. And that will promote Rocker into 6th. Wilco will probably be able to pass Jammy as well, depending on how far Jammy actually was. No, Jammy's out now. This could get interesting. Wilco will hold a greater speed. There is Wilco. Will Jammy have it? Oh, Jammy covers it. Jammy covers that turn. But ultimately, Wilco has the better overspeed at the moment. He could be able to make a move into this next corner. Oh, and he goes for it. Tries to go for it on the outside. As a normality, I have no friggin' clue what the corners of Interlagos are called, except for the first S's. As we see his failed attempt on Jammy. Let's go down to Ben and Kim. They're just following each other, trying to regain some lost time. They have caught up quite a bit. Not pushing the cars too much, just enough to catch up to the rest of the field. And I think these two are helping each other along the way. That's the only way they can catch up to the rest of the field and the pack to start throwing out some challenges. They'll have to drive on longer stints and try and use less fuel. As you see, Ben has used less fuel. As we come back to Spooky, and he is quite the distance ahead of Ronan. As we see, Ronan has passed Mac, but then again, Mac has tortured tires at this point. Let's take a look at the telemetry, and it's 6 seconds up to Spooky from Ronan. So Spooky has got himself a good distance. And Ronan has a best lap time of 1:23.6 as we see Spooky into the pits again. I think Spooky's going for the shortest stints. As we see Coolio and Mac have also gone into the pits. Mac coming out. Let's see where Spooky comes out. There we have Jules. There we have Ronan. This will be interesting. Ronan has very, very fresh tires at this point. And when they both have fresh tires, I think Ronan is a tad bit faster than Spooks. But other than that, I think they're pretty evenly matched on this circuit. As we see Mac there, Coolio. We have Jules with a 3-second penalty. Probably cut one of the corners a little bit too much than he actually should have. Coming back on lap 23, we have Spooky Lukey ahead of Ronan. They've both been into the pits at probably the same time and both changed their tires. So now they're on equal playing ground, equal war footing. And Ronan has got himself a little second penalty to shake off. Shouldn't be that difficult. As we see hit the Mac. Shook off his penalty. Jules in fourth. I think Coolio's had a spin somewhere, possibly. Yep. That's put Jules in fourth. And we have Jammy in front of Rocker at this point. Rocker has fresh tires. Jammy has worn ones. Oh, and Jammy goes deep. Couldn't cover off Rocker. As we see Ben in 8th. They've caught up to Wilco. And I think Wilco has been into the pits and got some massive amounts of fuel in his car. New tires. Should be able to creep up on Kim and Ben and probably throw them down to 9 and 10. Coming back with Spooky. He's carved himself a good distance down to Ronan at this point. Jules. No real battle on track at the moment. As we see Kim still trying to stay ahead of Wilco. As we see Jammy into the pits. Be careful not to across the white line. That puts Jammy ahead of Wilco, so Wilco must have had a bad section on track somewhere. Or he just spins it, or just kicks out the rear. Difficult for him to keep up with the guys in front at the moment. Jammy's right on Kim's butt. Kim's motivation must be at an all-time low at the moment because of his two little spins in his most dreaded corner. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, Season 1, we had a little incident between Smith and myself, where Smith was a little too eager, and every racing driver has the right to be a little too eager sometimes, but he thought he had me covered off, and in the end he ended up hitting my rear panel in a way that it was like a police chase, where a cop, Smithy was the cop, I was the criminal, and he just blatantly pit maneuvered me and got away. My race was pretty much ruined, and I fired up like a Christmas tree, and that's the story of that. But I have forgiven Smithy in the end, and lots of emotion at the time, but yeah. As we come back with Mac now, has had a pretty uneventful race, and he is pretty much alone on track as it is now. Just trying to scrape up some points and get a good standing in the championship. I've tried to drive the NSX, but that is a car that I can't seem to get under full control. Requires a lot of skill, a lot of effort, and like Plux the Duck has said before, it is a car you really have to trust. You have to put a lot of trust into the NSX and not fight it, but work with it. And the way you have to drive it is a style I can't really adjust myself to, so I've stayed away from the NSX, but I do want to try this beautiful looking car in the future, so who knows, I might end up in the beautiful NSX in a future season. Jules though, he's just doing what he does best, stays out of trouble, and manages to keep fourth for the time being. Coolio seems to have a good race start, but then it seems to just fall off and fall away from this man. And so let's hope Coolio can just get his head down and start scraping up some positions. As we see, Ben has been into the pits, or gone into the pits. Alright, coming back on lap 32, we have Kim chasing down Rocker. And Ben is in front, chasing down Jammy. Jammy's tires are starting to drop off again. It seems like every time Jammy's tires are starting to die, there's a person behind them wanting to get through, and that puts Ben up into 6th place. Ben is defensive as all hell when he goes into turn 1. Wants to cover off Jammy. As we see, Kim has dropped off Rocker a little bit. And we have Wilco. back to the lead. We have Ronan and Spooky just fighting for their lives. As we see, Spooky has a lot of fuel to put in his car for his last stint, which should be in a few laps, I would assume. Oh, and Ronan is very ugly defensive there. Well, he goes back to the driving line, but the way he did it, it just seemed a little nasty. A little bit nasty there, but otherwise good. Spooky really wants to win. Wants to put Ronan in his place. Spooky is going on the outside. Ronan covers the in. Very brave driving from both of these gentlemen. As we see Mac into the pits with 29% fuel remaining in the tank. Shouldn't need that much to complete the race. Ronan definitely has enough fuel for the end, I think. But Spooky is not letting go. Oh, as we see Spooky with a very enthusiastic dive bomb there. Ben going into the pits with 13% left. Oh, shit. Now we have Ronan with a little bit of a gap, and they both go into the pits. Spooky has 0% left in the tank. As we see Mac should be good to the end. As we see, Coolio has finally grabbed 4th, and Jules will have to pit shortly. Rocker in 6th, ahead of Kim and Wilco, and Ben. Jammy all the way into last. It's a good thing that Ben and Kim has actually caught up to the rest of the field, considering how far they were behind. As Kim goes into the pits. Does he really need a pit stop? Just tires, no fuel. Fuel will be good to the end then. As we see Ben coming through the S's. There we have Ben. Just coming up to Kim. Just behind Kim. Didn't make the attack. You see Wilco gaining on Rocker. They both have the same tire wear, more or less. As we see Jules into the pits with 4% remaining. Coolio shouldn't need any more fuel. And there we we have Spooky. Spooky has dropped off a little bit from Ronan after the pit stop. That's because Ronan... Oh, Ronan did take on fuel. Spooky had to take on significantly a lot more than Ronan though. And just look at the lag. Spaghetti internet. You should connect the PlayStation to a wire cable. Mac, as I've said before, very uneventful race. Had a very good start, ended up in second, and then dropped down to third. Other than that, he's been pretty much unstoppable in third, and haven't really seen another car on track for 53 minutes, I think, or 50 minutes. Coolio there. I think you will have fourth in the bag as we see Jules coming up on the start-finish straight. He's probably had a spin somewhere, or maybe he's just been deep in one of the corners. Maybe the pit strategies screwed him over. He should have enough fuel for the end. Last 8 minutes of the race. As we see, Rocker is under attack from Wilco. And we see Kim coming up close. Ben has dropped off a little bit. But we will follow these two because these two are the closest on track at the moment. As you see Rocker covering off the inside. And Wilco's trying everything in his power to get past Rocker. But Rocker says, this sixth is mine. You have to work for your meal, Wilco. Maybe Wilco can find a kink in Rocker's armor somewhere, but Rocker just goes defensive into every single corner. Rocker does not want to let this place go. And with these two fighting, Kim will come up closer and closer and closer and put his head in this fight and just bother these two for the life of it. As we see, the tire wear between these two aren't that bad, aren't that different. Pretty evenly matched in the tire wear. As we see Kim just inching in closer and closer and closer. And this is where Wilco has Rocker in the slipstream. This GTR is a bit faster on the straight. Doesn't have enough distance to Rocker to do anything into turn one this time. But he gets a good exit. Very good exit. He's right on Rocker's heels yet again. Takes a look. Nothing he can do. Slots in behind, but look at this. Wilco is so close. He can smell it. He can smell the exhaust. He wants to get past Rocker. He wants that sixth position. Wilco is hungry. He is so hungry. As we see Kim, he's coming in to challenge in this fight now. He wants to get into the fight for sixth. Oh, and Kim goes very sideways there. Dirty air is a big issue for Kim. And I think it's a big issue for Wilco too. Kim is so close, he can smell it. Just one mistake from these two if they hit each other. And now Wilco has to be on the attack and defensive. On the attack for Rocker, on the defensive for the Norwegian. And Look at this. Kim is going for a move. Kim is going for a move, or Kim backs off. Backs off. Backs up. Backs off. Sounds like Karate Kid. A train of 3 cars chasing for 6th. Oh, Wilco is so close. He just can't get the move completely done as we see Kim going down the inside of Wilco. Trying to make the move stick, and oh no, 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 no. What's happened to Kim? Kim has spun it! No! Kim has spun it yet again. Oh, not a good day at the office for Kim. Not a good day at all. As we see, Wilco still hasn't given up, but he's probably cheering his helmet off. Kim has spun. Now I can only focus on Rocker. I don't have to defend against the crazy Norwegian. Or in this case, the stupid Norwegian. I am allowed to mock myself. Wilco's just trying to gain. Wilco has used so much more of his right side though. Where's Kim? He's right ahead of Jamie. Let's hope he can keep that position as we come back to Wilkes. Just gonna go for a quick trip down the field. Ronan in first, Spooky in second. We have Mac, Coolio, Jules, and we go back to Rocker and Wilco. Rocker's doing everything in his power just to keep Wilco behind. 6th place is on the line. Let's hope Rocker can keep it. But I'm cheering for Wilco as well. I think Wilco might have used most of his prime tires. The prime in the tires. They go around for one more lap. As we see, Ben has to go around for one more. We have Kim and Jamie. And I think Kim's under attack from Jamie as well. Oh, and Kim makes a mistake into turn 1. No, this is a disaster for Kim. He's dead last now. And he's got Ronan behind him. Ronan and Spooky. Let's take a look at Wilco. There's nothing happening between Wilco and Rocker as we see Kim, just trying to stay away from Ronan. Trying to stay away from Spooky. Oh, disaster for Kim as we come back to Rocker and we see Mac, Coolio, and Jules have finished the race. I can't even speak today. And I think Rocker's got this one in the bag unless he does a big mistake in the last corner. I don't think he will. Good job from Rocker. Very good job. Sticking with it. And let's follow these two dominant people as we... Was that Kim in the back? And Kim has flown off again. Thank you all for watching. Come back next time for round 5.